Hey guys, I'm back today with another video. This one is going to be brought to you by the company Beauty Forever. Today I will be showcasing their 20-inch Kinky Curly 13x4 lace frontal wig. This one is in the 150% density. This one also has your standard cap construction of 2 combs on the side, a comb in the back, and your adjustable strap. Now, I did do some customizations off of camera. I went ahead and bleached my knots. I also washed the hair using my Aussie Moist shampoo and conditioner. And I did go in and pluck out the hairline just a little bit more. This unit does come pre-plucked, but of course, I wanted it to look as natural as possible. And I feel like it looks really good. I did already part this as a middle part, but because of the frontal area, you do have some versatility. So if you don't want to just part this in the middle, you can definitely part this as a side part, or you can just rock it as a flip over. Now I will need to refresh this hair because it did start to dry out very quickly. So I want to make sure to keep it moisturized before I decide to add my products. Excuse my work phone in that little view right there at the bottom. I didn't even realize it was showing, but it doesn't take away from me styling the hair. I am going to be adding my olive oil mousse, and I'm going to be really generous with this. The good thing about this mousse that I like is that it doesn't flake up. I have had some mousses where it just kind of sits on the hair and it flakes up, but this one, it does a pretty good job at making sure that the curls are popping without leaving a heavy residue on it. I'm going to be going around the front of the hairline and just pulling out a very small amount of shorter hairs in the front, just in case I want to create the baby hair look. I would rather take them out than to go in once the curls are already formed and then have to pull them out and disturb the curls even more. So, hey, better safe than sorry. And I'm just going to leave it like that and let this air dry overnight. This hairline is looking bomb on this mannequin head. This is 100% dried, and I am loving the way that those curls form together. After I washed the hair, it did seem to be a little bit looser versus when I took it out of the package. The curls were a bit tighter, so I'm happy with the way that they look now. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put this unit on my head. I did have to go in and cut a little bit of that lace off on the side just because it was overlapping on my ear, but now it is all together. And then I'm just gonna push that hair back and work on cutting off the rest of this lace. I'm done cutting off the lace. I'm going to be using my Got To Be High Insta Hold Spray. I did end up pulling out those shorter hairs and then spraying on top of the lace because I knew exactly how I wanted the hair to flow. Then I'm just going to use this rat tail comb to just kind of press everything in and my fingers. And then I will be using the blow dryer to speed up the process. Everything is dried down. I'm going to work on the front of the hairline with these shorter hairs, just cutting them down to the length that I desire and also pulling out a little bit more hairs on the side because I really want this to look as natural as possible. And I am not going to be using any type of gels to mold this. I'm just going to lightly spray that same spray that I used to melt down the hairline and just lightly swooping this hair over. So it's going to give it a really soft and natural look. And then once I am done with that, I'm going to go ahead and apply my powder into the parting space area. I'm using my regular lace powder, but for around the hairline, I'm going to go in with my bronzer so that it can be a perfect match to my skin. And put that elastic band on top of the lace just so that everything can marinate in while I'm fluffing up this hair. I'm going to be using my Sleek and Shine serum. I'm not going to be using too much, but I'm just going to fluff to my desire. As you guys can see, it can get big pretty fast, so just fluff slowly, okay? Don't fluff too fast because I would rather build it up than to fluff too much and then have to add more product in just to kind of tame it back down. Remove this elastic band very slowly because I want to be really careful without messing up the hair or the lace. Lightly swoop over those baby hairs again, and I'm going to use a little bit of wax stick around the front of that hairline and press that back just because I wanted it to look a certain way. And I am done. This was very easy and simple to install. And guys, make sure you stay tuned after this so you can hear my final thoughts on this kinky curly wig. Done styling this unit from the company Beauty Forever. This is their Kinky Curly once again, and it was pretty easy for me to install because I pre-styled this on my mannequin head. I already told you guys before that I honestly prefer to do that, but for video purposes sometimes I will go through all the steps. But if you know exactly where you want to part your unit, it's just so much easier to go ahead and style it on the mannequin head, so you can just kind of plop it on and you're good to go. I did end up plucking out a bit of the hairline. It does come pre-plucked, but you know your girl is extra sometimes, and I just wanted to look as realistic as possible without over plucking. So I feel like I did a pretty good job, if I must say so myself. It looks really good. I did leave out like a few wispy hairs on the side, and I wanted them to be really natural and soft, so I just used a little bit of the adhesive that I used to lay the lace down to mold those hairs, and it looks really good. Knots when it came to this unit, I used 40 volume developer and of course my powder, and I feel like it did a really good job with taking. The knots were just a bit dark, but they weren't really big, so I had no problem with bleaching it. I left the bleach on for about 25 to 30 minutes, and I also added some purple shampoo just to kind of tone it down. And it looks really good. Now, you guys did see me go in with my bronzer. This is the Cocoa Naughty from Fenty Beauty. And I just went right around the hairline just to kind of make it blend in more to my skin. I didn't want to go in with my regular powder because I felt like it was going to come off a little bit ashy. So the bronzer is the way to go sometimes. And then I went in the parting space area with the powder that I use on my lace all the time just to kind of brighten it up and open it up. I did get a little bit of shedding during the washing process, and I also did get some during the styling process. I did go in with my olive oil mousse to define these curls, and I feel like it did a really good job. That mousse definitely does help to take care of frizziness and flyaways already. So when I fluffed up the hair, I didn't put too much serum because I didn't want it to come off very shiny, because sometimes that mousse can leave a shine. But I feel like the shine is not really, you know, too much. Now, I noticed as I was fluffing up some of the curls, like, I don't know, they didn't want to curl up very much. Like, you can kind of see right here where it's just like, womp, womp, womp. Probably can't see it, but let me see. Yeah, in certain areas, the hair is not as defined. Not sure why that is. And it's coming off a little bit more wavy, but I'm not mad at it because it all pretty much just kind of, you know, blends in together. These curls are very soft. To me, they're more on the silkier side. So I feel like it's going to be a little bit easier to manage. However, it's curly hair, okay? And there's always going to be some maintenance with curly hair. I don't care how silky it is. I don't care how loose it is going to require some maintenance. So just keep that in mind. But I do feel like this is a good look, especially for the upcoming spring and summer months. I mean, I feel like you should always have some type of curly hair in your stash. You know what I'm saying? You should always have some of that in your stash. And this is one that I would definitely go and grab because it's it's looking really, really good. I don't really have too many complaints when it comes to this unit. About this unit, are you feeling the curly hair? Curly hair season is up on us and I am here for it. If you are feeling this unit, I am going to make sure to leave all the links down below in the description area. I also have a coupon code for you guys. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, share, and like this video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.